Hi everyone, Shelley at Shells Nails. So today, excuse me, crisp stuck in my throat. We're going to do a set for a little collab. There's lots of, well, there's not lots, but there's a few ladies of us get together and we've decided to do an animal print collab. So I am going to just pop some music on and let you watch it. I shall leave everybody's details down below. A playlist for everybody on YouTube, including Mrs. B, so that'll be cool. Desire Nails 57 if you don't know who Mrs. B is, if you're new to my channel, or Tracy, however you want to call her. So yeah, I'm going to use some of the new polishes that I've got from Upvoted, which is Desire Nails, Nail Perfect Professionals and Nail System. So it's Dorota Politska, it's her brand. So yeah, so we're going to use hash 242 Purple Rain. We're going to use hash 240 Sunny Side Up. We're going to use 239 Squeeze the Orange, and 241 Lucky Clover, and then we're going to use that one, which is 238 Pink Sky. So we're going to use those. So those are the colours, so they're really vibrant. We're going to use a little bit of Aurora Chrome. I'm not sure which Aurora Chrome I'm going to be using, because I haven't pulled it out yet because I'm a wally. But I can't, there's a nail bed. I need a nail bed colour, so I don't know what colour I'm going to use for that, because I haven't got a nail bed colour from this brand. So yeah, I'll find a random one anyway. I have put some Russian matte top coat on, which is from that particular brand. XJ, however you want to say it, but that's the Russian top coat, because the chrome isn't supposed to stick to it. So we shall see. I have put a little dollop of each colour on there and on there, so I'm basically going to do that. Up and down a little bit. And then we're going to do one this way. So I'm just messing with it just till I think I've got what I want. And then we'll have one that way. A little bit more vibrant. A bit more green. How's that? That looks cool. Sorry guys, I forgot to press record. So I've basically got that on there, so I'm just gently, that's quite thick. and get some of that off. Go. Get that done. Get that shit in the lamp. These two, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little dot of each colour. So one green and it. Orange. And then yellow, if you want to call it yellow, greeny yellow, whatever you want to call it, and then a purple. Yep. Make sure there's no colour on there. Then I'm going to use this one. Just gonna, I've got a bit of sellotape just to the side, just to stop these from getting fluffsies on. So we're just gonna nice. There we go. And a little bit more pink on the bottom. Go. And then we'll do the same with this one. Go. Just wipe the end of that, a little bit of green on. Same again, just so I'm going to base coat this now. Like that bit of gel. Excuse the short finger. Had a fight with a sunbed. Yep, didn't. The sunbed won. So see, so it's nice and smooth now. Okay. So these ones, I'm just going to roughly, excuse the noise, grandkids in the background, needs must. So just going to roughly cover it. There we go. Same with this one, just roughly. You'll see why it doesn't really matter in a minute. I'm going to do the same with top coat, but I'm going to use me specific top coat for chrome. So any products that I use today, if I've got any discount codes, I shall leave them in the comments. This one. Cool. And this one. Doesn't need to be precise. Cool. So I have the chrome top coat, so I only use this for chrome, and I don't use this to top coat over the chrome, because you do not want any bits of fluff, any bits of chrome or anything getting inside this, which is why I've base coated, just so that it's nice and smooth, because if it's not, it'll show when you do your chrome powder, and you don't want that. And same for these. Okay, so that's had 60 seconds. We use this chrome from Bone Pretty. So it's just like a mermaid chrome. Once I get it on, I like to give it I don't know why, just it's nice when you rub it with your fingers. Let's get Jeffrey. Or Rainbow, as my granddaughter has named him. So there we go. So that's cool. So that's ready for top coat. But as I said, I won't use that. I'll use an old top coat. And then we're going to do the same with these. I might as well just use my finger, because it's fully cured anyway. This shouldn't stick to the Russian matte top coat, which it mostly hasn't, but it's easy enough just to get a little bit of... Right, try that again. So each one, just going to rub them where the chrome top coat is, and it should dust off. It shouldn't stick to the Russian matte top coat, which it isn't really, but I still like to give it a wipe. You don't want a really wet wipe, just something that's a little bit damp. Simply because that's going to be staying matte. Go. That one. So you've got a bump there. But never mind, it does happen. Excuse me. And this one. It's very noisy in my house today. So Russian matte top coat's not quite as good as I thought it would be. I didn't think any of the chrome would stick to it, but it has a little bit. There we are, that's those. So I'm going to top coat these bits and then I shall be back. Right, so we've got all of these here. They've been base coated, top coated, because I want to paint on top of them. But first I want to put some of this on. So this is the Dorota Politska foil gel. I have put a little tiny drop of black in it, just so that I can, because it's quite hard to see something that's clear on here. So can you hear the fog on? I live near the coast. What's the fog horn on? Is it outside? Oh dear. Right, so I'm just going to do wiggly, sort of wiggly lines and make sure that we've sort of gone around the edge of the yeah, the foil, not the foil, the what's the word I'm looking for, the edge of this. So same with this one, just wiggly wiggly, because I don't want straight lines. There we go. Just get down this side. There we are, and that goes in the lamp. I'm just going to take the edge off that one. There we go. So I'm going to give that 60 seconds in the lamp. And then we are going to use this foil. I thought it was quite a good match. Something a little bit different. It might not. Thing is, if it doesn't look nice, I can just wipe it off and go over the foil gel again. Get rid of that bit. As you know, I don't normally cut my foil off, but I will because I'm going to be pressing it all over the shop. Not going into next week again. And then we'll do the same with these ones. We might as well wait for that one. So yeah, good little trick is a little drop of black in your foil gel, and then you can see where you're putting it. It doesn't affect the adhesion. And then we're going to do some animal print with the Glam gel paint. Don't know why I had that. That's my little flashy lamp. Right, so that's done. There we go. So I'm just going to press it where this foil is. Ooh, nice. Lovely. Ooh, that's different, isn't it? So then we are going to do, I'll tell you what, I'll do the rest of these. I'll do another one with you. Let's do this one. So if you just sort of shine it in the light like that, you'll be able to see where the edge is. And then just do wiggly lines. So little just wavy lines, just outlining where the edge of the chrome powder is. There you go. As you can see, it's much easier to see because you've got that little bit of black in. So again, 60 seconds in the lamp. Might as well do this one. So if you can try and do your lines thin and thick and vary them a little bit, it'll give it a little bit more texture. It's just a little bit there. This one's nearly done. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do 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 do. Bing. That one in for 60 seconds. Then we're going to try and get some of these lighter bits. I am going to wring my grandson's neck in a minute. Cool. There we go. Awesome. There we are. So that's 2. And then we'll do the rest and I shall be back. Right, so now what we need to do is we'll need to cover this with top coat, so just don't worry about being super neat. The more you think about it, the more you'll go over the edges. Go. There we go. I think I'll just do half and then flash it. Just put that straight on the lamp. So I think we're going to have gems on this one. Not 100% sure. These ones. We can start with the animal print. I'm just going to scoop that back into there. If I'm doing line work like that and I want to cap it in top coat, I use the Madam Glam because it's a bit thicker. It doesn't move as much. Right, 2 seconds. Right, so we've got, I'm going to clean this off. Get rid of the top coat. And then I'm going to use the Madam Glam gel paint to do some animal print. So we'll get some of that out. Right. So tiger print is kind of, I kind of think of it as like a Y. So you've got like a Y shape there, and then you can just put a line in the middle and it starts to look a little bit like leopard print. You don't have to be too precise. And then another, we'll do a Y that way. With a little line in there. Just extend that a little bit. Everybody's got that one idea of what it's going to look like, but this is just my way. And if you want, you can freeze it anytime you like. You don't need to be too precise. There we go. We'll do the same with the rest. This also dries, the Madam Glam dries without the tacky layer, and I do have a discount. So I have the only people I don't have a discount for, I don't have a discount for Dorota Politska stuff. I don't have any discount for the XGS. For Born Pretty and Madam Glam, I do. In fact, my code for these is actually 40% off, which is Shells Nails 40. So just going to do the same again. Or do I want it to go that way or that way? Let's start with a Y. So we're just going to draw a wiggly line. We're going to make it a Y. You see? Oh, it's a Y. And then I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to make it a bit thicker. I'm going to put a bit more pressure on and just wiggle the line in the middle of there. And then I think to myself, well, I might want one here somewhere. So I'll just wiggly line there. You can always make that a bit longer. Same here. And you just build it up. So I might make this a Y. I'm quiet because I'm concentrating. You can't really do it wrong as such. You just got to just try and do those sort of Ys, and it just gives you that little, see, so that's the top of the Y, and I'm just going to join it up and just wriggle it that way, and maybe just do a thicker one, and then in between, I always do a one in between the Y, like that. So there we go. Okay, 2 done. So I'll get the rest done and I shall be back. We're going to put some gems on. So I think I'll just put some through the middle of this. I've got some of this on my palette, so I'm just going to put a little bit on there. Bit of a swooshy whoosh, swooshy whoosh. And my granddaughter's here, lurking at the side of us, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Say hello.
Hi.
Under here. Hi. Dirty nails. Dirty nails. You've been very good, haven't you? And very quiet, sitting on the bed in my nail room. Right. So we're going to put some of these on. I thought I would have had some bigger ones. Let's see if there's any bigger ones. There's a big one. So where's it gone? There it is. So we want a nice big one in the middle. And then just don't want them too big. Don't know where that came from. Little one on the end. Same with the other side. So these gems are from, where they're from? They are from AliExpress, the VDD store. I don't like that. Take that one off. I'm going to take them off. Right, we'll try that again. Can you hear fiddle fingers in the background? That's you, Lily. Isn't it?
No.
What you fiddling with?
Boxes.
I love hard boxes. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. So these are the, is that the same size? No, it's not. The same size, yes. And then one little one. Go. It's too small. That's better. There we go. Just a little bit of zhuzh, and I'm going to put a few just on here and a couple on the edge of here. So we'll just have maybe that one and a couple of little ones. Just going to put a couple just on there. What size? Teeny tiny ones somewhere. Right, so here we are. This is the set. I hope you like them. Gorgeous. That mermaid chrome really changes the colours, doesn't it? That foil's gorgeous as well. And those gems. Yes, I know a lot of people would put caviar beads on, but yeah, I didn't want to. Fair enough. So there you go. That is it for today. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Don't forget to follow all the other ladies, watch all the other videos, and hopefully I'll see you lovely lot in the next one. Bye bye.